Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. And in this video we're going to go and visit our daughter in New Hampshire for her graduation. Stay tuned so you can see our road trip from Florida to New Hampshire. And here we go. After about 11 hours of driving, we finally arrived to south of the border in the Carolinas. After our stop at south of the border, we hit back on the highway again and keep on heading north. And our next destination is Washington, D.C. It took us around 6 hours to get there. At around 9:30 p.m. in Washington, D.C., the traffic got really crazy as we were leaving Washington. After finally getting out of Washington, D.C. and got back on the highway, we finally arrived to the Baltimore Harbor Tunnel after about 30 to 40 minutes. We have been driving for 19 hours since we left Key Largo, and we're starting to get a little exhausted, so we're gonna stop and stay in a hotel and then continue tomorrow morning early around 6 in the morning. We continue to head north, and our first major bridge is the Delaware Memorial Bridge, spanning approximately 10,797 feet with a height of 440 feet above the water. That is impressive. The Delaware Memorial Bridge was constructed at February 1st in 1949, and it opened in August 16, 1951. And if you have fear of really tall bridges like I do, this one will make you think twice before crossing. This one definitely kept me on my toes. From this point to the George Washington Bridge is almost 2 hours. We have now arrived to the George Washington Bridge. This bridge is about 3,500 span and about over 200 feet from the waterline. This bridge was constructed in 1927 and it opened in 1931. My fear of bridges came all the way back when I was a kid living in Port Chester, New York. And every time my parents drove through the George Washington Bridge, I would panic. But guess what? Now as I'm older, I go through it, and it didn't feel the same as when I was a little kid. It wasn't as bad. The last time I went through the George Washington Bridge was in 1971, and I was only about 12 years old. From this point, we still have a 4-hour drive to reach our destination at Manchester, New Hampshire. We are about to drive through Heroes Tunnel, formerly known as West Rock Tunnel. This is a 1,200 foot long tunnel that goes through the mountain, and this is located in New Haven, Connecticut. The tunnel was opened in 1949. Alright, we just arrived to our destination, Manchester, New Hampshire. And it's only taken 24 to 28 hours to do the whole drive. We traveled 1,595 miles and paid about $79 in tolls on the way there, and total no more than $200, and it was less than $200 in gas. Right now it's time for a little break, and as we check in at the True by Hilton downtown Manchester, and I gotta admit, the rooms and the accommodations were beautiful. They were nicely decorated, and what can you say? It's all brand new, and we highly recommend staying here. After our rest at the hotel, we take a little walk to my daughter's dorm and take a tour inside. After our tour at the dorm, we went out for dinner at the Red Arrow Diner. The Red Arrow Diner has been in Manchester, New Hampshire since October 1922 and is still there since then. And I gotta admit, the food there was super awesome. We highly recommend to come by the Red Arrow when you're in town. It's been a long day, and we're heading back to the hotel. But before, we're going to take you for a little walk in downtown Manchester. Hope you enjoy. We were amazed to see that as we stepped into the crosswalk, every car coming from both directions stopped and gave us the right of way. We should do that almost everywhere. The first event of the class of 2022 Bachelor of Fine Arts Student Exhibition. This is our resting area here.
Yes. No, I don't mind.
Yeah, you don't have to say anything if you don't want to say anything. But if you want to say something, you can say something. Say something. I'll put you on the spot. Say something.
It's the casting couch. Oh my God, Cameo. Okay, that's Cameo. That's my supervisor.
Okay, you ready?
Turn it.
Turn it high, then you turn it off.
There you go.
Look at there.
See, this is it.
Somebody else. So you have to believe in yourself. You will. You got to go forward. If you don't.
We are now heading back to the hotel to get some much needed rest because tomorrow is the big day. It's graduation of class 2022. Stay tuned.
Of bagpiper Eric Goodchild leading the processional of our students, our graduates, as they make their final journey with us here at New England College on their way to receiving their diplomas. So how about a big round of applause for the class of 2022? Hello and welcome to New England College. I am Dr. Wayne Lesperance, Provost, Professor of Political Science, and today's Master of Ceremonies. Please rise as we acknowledge our faculty, administration, Board of Trustees, our special guest and commencement speaker, and the graduating class of 2022.
Dear families, friends, students, alumni, faculty, staff, trustees, and honored guests, especially New Hampshire Governor Chris Sununu and former President of Poland, Lech Walesa. Chairman Scorby, I have the honor to present those candidates who have satisfactorily completed the requirements for their degree and have been recommended by the faculty and approved by the Board of Trustees for award of their respective degrees.
I confer upon each of you the degree for which you have been recommended, with all rights, privileges, and responsibilities thereunto pertaining, of which the diploma issued to you shall be testimony. Congratulations, and please be seated.
Jade L. Rodriguez.
Yeah!
Matthew Silvers. Emily Lorigan Smith. Chloe A. Storer, summa cum laude.
Go right there. You can actually come here. I know it's silent.
Morgan Tate.
You get the hell out of here. Before the herd.
but when we get there, I just don't want to cross it. No, ma'am. What part of no do you understand that I don't want to cross that bridge? There's gotta be an alternative route. I am not crossing that bridge. It's 400 freaking feet above the waterline. I don't care if we take a spaceship across that place. I am not going through that bridge. If you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, please consider subscribing today. All you have to do is click on that big red subscribe button below, and you won't miss our next video. Thanks so much for watching and your support.